would take complex protocols, not necessarily difficult to understand, but difficult to manage actively.
Yep.
And one good example, I think, is a concentrated Uniswap position.
Hmm.
So we all know, love that you get phenomenal yields for placing your capital into a specific range, but you don't want to wake up at 2 a.m. and check the position, realize it's out of range, and be completely on the wrong side of a trade, for example. So if you can introduce some level of organization around that to be able to automate the movement between ranges, that's great. But that's only half the picture because the inference can do so much more with
Mm.
AI. Now, what if you can automatically check for liquidity to see if the pool itself is suddenly being drained by a whale and then you probably want to get out?
Yep.
What if you can monitor the assets and check that they were fundamentally still on peg? There's a huge number of pools out there that are generating a lot of yield.
Yep.
But if the assets depegged, then you're definitely not going to be getting out what you originally put in, let alone your profits. And what if we can monitor that liquidity across chain?
Mm.
So we can plug into solvers, we can plug into social networks and listen to social signals, we can plug into oracles, and the AI can take a call on what is pertinent information and not to alert the user.
Yep.
So if we can pre-package this into a very simple UX where you can enter these positions in one click, you can have the full faith that the AI isn't going to hallucinate and go off the rails. And secondly, to manage all of the risks that you can see, but you can't continuously watch,
Yep.
then we have a product that's ultimately going to add immediate utility and value for the user. So with this idea, we want to focus very closely on stables. Then we'd
Yep.
like to expand it ever so slightly into BTC. And then the sky's the limit. We think we could expand that into a multitude of different tokens, maybe even RWAs. It's probably a little bit of alpha, but we're definitely looking at that space very, very closely.